The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Come on. Come on.
Yo, what it do? Hey, real quick live. I had to do it. Yo, I'm back. Had to make sure everything was. Hey, yo, y'all seen it just like I seen it. This shit is crazy. I had to do it. I was gonna do this live earlier, but I had to watch Dave Chappelle's stand-up show on Netflix. Thank you, Netflix, for still giving me hope in boxing. Welcome to Kentucky. Real quick, I am Eric the Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody's somebody. Somebody got to say this shit. I didn't want to hook up Pro, the Roadcaster Pro 2 and this microphone and all that. I just want to do a little quick live, man, about this motherfucking fight. Look, you see it in the back. That shit was fucking comedy. That shit was fucking comedy. Now, I'm sure that there were uh, uh, Mickey Mouse Musketeers and other motherfuckers that actually thought that Jake Paul had a fucking chance. Jake Paul had no chance in hell. And I'm so happy that that was true. Oh, I am so happy that that was true. First of all, Netflix, get your shit together. I pay too much money for you. I pay too much money for that shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but watch the fight. The ladies came, showed up, and showed out. To me, the women fighting was the best fight of all. Um, Spider, the Spider Anderson Silva did his thing, and it was a good fight all in all. Chakra King Black, what it do? Yeah, man, that fight was fucking ridiculous. Now, I just wanted to point out some things. Did you see that boy running? I'm about to smoke this blunt real quick. You know, I got bags of it. You know, just I keeps it anyway. Did you see that boy running? That nigga was on his bicycle. I heard Queens bicycle, bicycle. The whole fight, that motherfucker was running. Hey, I don't know who thought this fight was worth. I don't know who took his fight seriously. When I first heard about this fight, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here with this dumb shit. This motherfucker was running. Now, understand, Anthony Joshua, never really been a big fan of him. I always said that he had a glass chin, glass jaw, glass cheekbone, just a glass face. The motherfucker, if you hit him right, he goes down. But he has fought some wars. Klitschko's, you know what I'm saying? Usyk. I mean, he has fought some wars. The man is clearly a real professional, achieving a boxer that has achieved so many things. Gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Great fucking fight record. But not my favorite fighter as far as heavyweights go. Just not. But when I heard that Anthony Joshua was going to take Tank Davis's place, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Saw the weigh-in. The weigh-in, Anthony Joshua is towering over this dude. He's looking down at this nigga like, you know, fucked up. Now listen, I get it. Jake Paul found the lane, a way to get some money in his boxing game. Use his little fucking Vine and Disney money and put it together to create MVP. MVP is promoting every fight that Jake Paul has. Well, it's not going to be many more. It's not going to be many more. Did you see that boy in that ring? That boy was out of shape. He did not train for this fight. Not at all. He did not train for this fight. The camp ended when the photo op stopped. His camp ended when the photo op stopped. Because that motherfucker didn't train at all. Understand, Anthony Joshua came off of 16 months of rest. 16 months of rest and got this fight at short notice. And this fight was fucking hilarious to me. First of all, we got to understand this was the worst fight as far as boxing numbers go. You never see boxing numbers this low. And the reason why they were so low on Anthony Joshua's part is because the motherfucker was running the entire 6 rounds. And well, in 5 rounds, and until he ran so much he tired himself out. And the grabbing was just so much. and it ended exactly the way it should have. The boxing gods are still on our, they have not forsaken us. The boxing gods have not forsaken us because it ended the way it should have. And I'm proud of that. Honestly, I'm grieving right now. You know what I'm saying? My goat, that dog, Terrence Bud Crawford, retired. And I'm going to do a major send off show with my man Apocalypse here on this channel next year in 2026, on the top of the year, January. I'm going to do a send off show for that dog, Terrence Bud Crawford. Hold on, let me do this. So I'm gonna do a send off show for Terrence Bud Crawford, and also prepare for the Shakur Stevens Teofimo Lopez fight at the end of January. So I'm getting ready for all that. But I digress. Didn't have much to be excited about when it comes to boxing. But this fight happens. And I was like, you know what? I got off work. I'm going to watch this fight. I got Netflix. I obviously got Netflix. I'm going to watch this fight. So I started watching the fight. And I watched all three of the fights. Well, all four, I should say. All four fights. Well, three, technically. Me and my woman start fondling and doing things to each other during the pre-fight games, the pre-fight. So, yeah, you don't want to hear nothing about that. But anyway, Jake Paul looked fucking horrible in the ring tonight. That boy looked out of shape. At one point he looked very scared. Let me show you the knockout. The knockout and how it turned out.
Paul, but when he gets caught with his hands down and his chin served on a platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's face. He knew it right away. He said, woo! I know that's Ric Flair, and he came out not to Ric Flair. He came out to Hulk Hogan, but he's up on his feet.
This was not an exhibition fight, people. This was a sanctioned fight that will go on these fighters' records. Jake Paul needs to stop. He needs to stop. This motherfucker, look, ran all night. When Anthony Joshua finally catches this motherfucker and was able to pin him down, he hit him with one solid punch, the best punch of the whole fucking fight. And that punch literally broke that man's jaw. That punch broke that punch broke that man's jaw. Teeth fucked up. I think his teeth is split all the way to the gums. Actually, when I looked at it, fuck this man up. This is what Jake Paul said after the fight, after the knockout.
In my life, I think my jaw is broken, by the way, so yeah. Let's go! It's definitely broke. But man, that was good. nice little ass whooping from one of the best to ever do it. So I love this shit, and I'm gonna come back and get a world championship belt at some point.
Do you want to tell him? I think someone should tell him. I think someone should tell him, bro, you're not going to get a title. You're not. You use your money unless you buy a title. You are not getting a title. You're not getting none of the titles. None of them. You're not getting none of these. It's just not. You're not getting none of these titles because you're not built like that. Understand, you're using your money to start a career that's not going to go any higher than Anthony Joshua. You're not going to fight for no title. What? Jake Paul, we know you have a lot of money. We know this. But for you to think you're going to rise up in the ranks to grab a title is fucking stupid. Did you see your performance tonight? You should watch, rewatch, and watch it some more. Bro, they clowning you online right now. Nigga, have you seen? Look, they are clowning you. Look, this is my nigga. Yeah, how many times did you grab that man below his waist, asking for a mercy kill? Once you got exhausted and tired, all you did was hit the fucking, you just clinch, run, and hit the fucking ground. Clinch, run, and hit the fucking canvas. That's all you did. That's all you did. The best punch of the night was the punch that broke your jaw. And you ran and you tried to run from that, but you was out of gas. You were done. This is the face that you should never see in professional boxing. You should never see this level of fear in an opponent's eyes in boxing. Like that right there. That right there is fear, folks. He was done. Like desperation set in, and he was like, "I just want to get away from this man." How many times did this man run and grab the ropes? Mm-mm-mm. This is going on your professional boxing record, and to say professional is an insult to every boxer. Thank you, Anthony Joshua. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of yours. I'm not. I'm not really. Like, I've seen real heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, Mike motherfucking Tyson. Like, you're not my type of heavyweight. But you did your motherfucking thing. You did what you was supposed to do. You was not, hey, that no way was that man supposed to beat you, and you proved that tonight. There was no way that man was supposed to beat you. And it's a good thing that he didn't because your career, your legacy would have been shit if you would have lost to Jake Paul. But you didn't. You didn't. You hit that motherfucker with bro, and you worked for that punch, Anthony Joshua. You worked hard for that punch because that man was on his bike the entire time. That man ran from you the entire fight. Mm. He to his credit though, he hit you two times that I seen, and it didn't phase you at all. It didn't phase Anthony Joshua at all. And he was on his bike the entire time. As far as as far as fights go, that fight was pure ass trash. That was bullshit. The whole fight was bullshit up until the sixth round. That's when it got good. The motherfucker was grabbing, clinching, running, and falling. Clinching, running, and falling. The motherfucker was, Jake Paul was out of gas in the fourth round. There was no camp. There was no camp for this. He was capping. There was no camp. He was capping. Yes, you sold your fight. They say around 200 million at the end total intake for the fight. Ridiculous. That fight was fucking ridiculous. I just don't. Who? Okay, so if you fight more professional boxers, you're basically giving them a payday. You're basically giving them a payday. Well, man, I've been working all day. But yeah, that fight was fucking hilarious. And the boxing gods are still on our side. I'm excited about next year in 2026 and everything that comes with it, the experiences, the life learning lessons, the boxing matches that will come in the future. Again, we got some great fucking boxing matches come, real boxing matches coming in the future. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevens, which I think Shakur Stevens will win that fight unanimously. Teofimo Lopez is not going to beat Shakur Stevens. He doesn't have enough skills to do so. But that's my opinion. Jake Paul, what are you going to do after this fight? I can't believe you actually think you have enough skills to win a fucking title. Nigga, you got title on your mind, nigga. Stop it. Just spend elaborate amounts of money to create fights that people will go to Netflix to watch. Use your promotion engine to create these fights and let us be entertained. by these fights because we really don't take you seriously as a professional boxer. We don't. We don't. And tonight is more proof of that. I never took you seriously as a professional boxer. I am of the mind that you paid the great Iron Mike Tyson to not knock your ass out. Yeah, you did. You did. You paid that man not to knock you out. You paid that man not to peekaboo you. Yes, you did. You paid that man not to peekaboo you, and I stand on it. In fact, Mike Tyson said it himself on his X account. He said, "Shut up, pussy. You paid me another 10 million, I believe, another 10 million so you can win the fight." Which is horrible for the sport because you want at least one sport to at least still have integrity. And that's what this fight meant to me tonight. Integrity. If Anthony Joshua would have allowed Jake Paul to enter that ring and beat him, where is the integrity in the sport of boxing? Where is it? Obviously, it's still alive. Now, with that being said, we have problems, like all sports, and the viewers of these sports notice. We notice. We see. We watch, and we see, and we have our opinion. The sanctioning bodies, of professional boxing, one in particular, needs some straightening. We don't know how that straightening is going to come, but the straightening is needed to uphold the integrity. Yes, for the longest of time, the professional sport of boxing has been corrupted. We know that the mafia plays a big part still to this very day, along with the sanctioning bodies, to do foul shit when it comes to boxing. I get it. But there are practitioners, pugilists. There are practitioners of the sport that still have integrity and still want to display that integrity through their skill set. So you can't buy them. You can't pay them enough to throw a fight. You can't pay them enough to throw a fight. People are saying this fight is fake. I say this is the realest fight that Jake Paul has had. How did he, like the fact that he beat Tommy Fury? How did he beat Tommy Fury? And what a fucking embarrassment that is to know that a Fury got beat by a Paul. Man, thank you, Anthony Joshua. Thank you for giving that boy some straightening. We greatly appreciate it. Because that boy swore up and down and still thinks in his mind that he's going to win a title one day. Nope. Not IBF, not WBO, not WBA, not WBC, not the ring. You're not going to ever. We are in the 5-belt era, folks. And it's the Battle of the Belts, which I'm going to speak on more next year once I do my breakdown. I'm going to get heavily into the boxing, the boxing news, boxing podcast, do it a whole lot more. I got so many surprises for you guys as far as boxing goes. I'm going to be interviewing some actual Golden Glovers, national Golden Glovers, winners. You know, there's a fake motherfucker online claiming that he won the national Golden Gloves when all he has to do is show the belt to prove it. But he can't show you a belt that he doesn't have. But I digress. Got plenty of shit that we're going to bring you next year on my platform. Somebody got to say this shit. I don't deal with the bullshit. I don't talk about, I ain't wasting no time making content talking about a motherfucker I don't give a fuck about. I'm just not. I'd rather talk about events, shows, and shit like that. Series that we watching on Netflix, Disney, HBO Max, all that shit. I'd rather do that, but and show you my life at the same time. But at the same time, I love boxing. I love it, and I want to show you more of what I think about boxing. It is late. Like I said, I wanted to do this earlier, but I was very tired. I laid down, watched the fucking movie. Then after the movie, I say, "Baby, what time is it?" She said, 8 o'clock. She said, "You know the fight's on." I'm like, "All right, cool." Watch the fight. Me and my baby laid up in the bed, watching the fight. My baby's like, "This shit's taking too long." Oh, one more point. Ladies in professional boxing, y'all gonna have to step y'all game up. Tonight we witness uh, Alicia Baumgartner in a unification match. Well, a unified title match. And these ladies with her opponent, Layla, she's from Quebec, Canada. She got her ass beat. But she's gonna be a strong motherfucking fighter after she fought Alicia Baumgartner. Because Alicia Baumgartner beat her ass, but they fought 12 rounds, 3 minutes in women's professional boxing. They setting a precedent. They setting a precedent. Ladies are gonna have to go. You know, WBC has a problem with that. Yeah, we understand. They make excuses. They find a reason to be mad at their boxers. They find a reason to make them vacate or strip their titles. But the women are now fighting 3-minute rounds, not 2. That might be something new. I seen it tonight. They went all 12 rounds, 3 minutes each round on the ladies' side, and they was banging. So pay attention more to that in the new year. We may see more of that in the new year. Very happy to see that because, you know, the GWOAT, Clarissa Shields, has a fight coming up next year. I'm telling you, some big things happening in boxing. So With that being said, I'm very excited. Again, at the very top of the year, I say the first week of the year, I'm gonna do my send off for that dog, Terrence Bud Crawford, and appreciation for his career and me being a fan of his path through his career. I've watched every fight. I've watched every fight since he made his national debut. So proud to be a Terrence Bud Crawford fan. I am an admirer of his work, and he does beautiful work. But I digress again. Jake Paul, what are you going to do after this? How many more fights do you have to sell? You got to pull a bum off the street, pay him an elaborate amount of money so you can beat his ass and make it look good for the believers. The doubters ain't going to change their mind. I'm a doubter. I'm a doubter in you, Jake Paul. I doubt. I doubt. I doubt. I'm a doubter. You're a horrible fucking fighter. You don't take the shit serious at all. Everything's a jokety joke until you get into the ring with an Anthony Joshua. Now you want to get on your bike and do BMX tricks. You wanna hug and grab onto his motherfucking thigh bone, bitch ass nigga. Like what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You looked horrible tonight. you well yesterday night because now it's the morning, but you look horrible. That was a horrible display of boxing from you. The level of delusion that you have in your brain that you said it past you let those words pass through a broken jaw, my nigga. You said you're gonna keep doing this shit and eventually win a fucking title. Which one? Which one? Because I'm not a believer, nigga. And who are you gonna take that title from? You gonna get a title fight? Have you seen your record? Again, bro, you seen how many punches you thrown throughout the fight? Stop it. Stop it. I gotta check out something real quick. Hold on. We bike. Yeah, man. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. You look fucking ridiculous out there tonight. You look fucking ridiculous. You didn't even, you didn't even like you was throwing desperation punches. Like you were throwing punches because I can't get out. I can't run. I can't get out of the corner. He got me stuck. I gotta pop. Like I said, throughout all the punch, through the very little amount of punches that you've thrown, there was literally two punches that I consider I and Anthony Joshua ate those and walked through them. It was fucking hilarious. They could go on with that dumb shit. You need to leave the sport. Become a full-time promoter. Stop boxing, nigga, because you're never gonna win a title. I was dying. I was dying when you did the stanky leg in the middle of the ring because your legs were about to give out on you because you didn't train. You did not camp for this fight. No, you didn't. You wasn't camping. You wasn't camping when your opponent was Gervonta Tank Davis. You wasn't camping. Nigga, you wasn't camping, nigga. Ain't no jogging. You don't jog. You don't jog. You make plenty of jokes. You show the world what you're doing with your money, buying toys and shit. But you don't take camp seriously. No, you don't. The niggas, all them niggas in your corner, it'll be a whole new gang of niggas in your corner. Them niggas days is numbered. They'll get a phone call tomorrow, this morning. My bad. This morning they'll get a phone call like, we no longer are in need of your services. All them niggas in your corner, Jake Paul, you gonna get rid of them niggas. Them niggas days is numbered. And then you gonna come in with a new batch of fools convinced that they trained you enough to win a fucking title. Nigga, you ain't gonna win no title. Ever. You buy it. You have enough money. Buy you a title. I'm sure one sanctioning body in particular, I'm sure they will give you the most beautiful, elaborate belt. What are you trying to prove? You are trying to prove the unprovable. You're trying to prove the unprovable. You are not an elite fighter. You are a motherfucker with money to put yourself in the places, the high places where elite fighters exist. You're never going to get a ring belt. You never never getting a ring belt. It's not going to happen. You can buy a WBC belt though. You can get you a WBC belt. You ain't gonna buy it. I mean, you ain't gonna like earn it. You can buy it, but you ain't gonna earn a WBC belt. Just stop, bro. Just like take your money and just do promotion. You're not gonna get a WBO belt. It's not gonna happen. Who are you gonna fight to get these belts, man? Like who? Look, the card, bro, they pulled your card. They they know the numbers to your lock, bro. All they got to every boxer after Anthony Joshua, all they have to do is follow Anthony Joshua's game plan. And Anthony Joshua did not, if he had a game plan before he got in the ring, he totally threw that out because he spent most of his time trying to catch a rabbit. You were running. You were running. He didn't get to use his game plan. His game plan in the ring became catch this motherfucker and hit him in the face. That was the extent of his game plan once he got in the ring. Because you ran. Who are you going to fight after this? I'm sure there are people, millions of people that are willing to watch another one of your highly self-promoted fights. I'm sure of it. But what's going to come out of it? Because look at your record. A record like that is not going to get an IBF, a WBA, a WBO, a WBC, or a ring belt. It's not. It's you can do whatever you want with your money. Stop acting like you a real professional boxer. Stop. You would be the greatest so-called white Don King if you wanted to be. But no, you want to be the greatest so-called white Mike Tyson. Tyson Fury. We have one of those already. We're good. We're good. Like, stop, nigga. Like, what are you trying to prove? You ain't really you ain't trying to prove nothing to yourself because you don't take it seriously enough. You may love the sport of boxing like millions of people do, but you just can't be a spectator. You got to participate. And now you are participating with elite fighters who have experience, who have hundreds and thousands of hours of training camp under their belts, under their WBO belts, under their WBC belts, under their WBA belts, under their IBF belts, under their fucking ring belts, undisputed ring belts, the man that beat the man belts. You got into you got into a ring with a obviously bigger opponent with a 6-inch arm reach advantage, and you didn't have a game plan. Your game plan was to run around the ring and pray that you land a shot that would dizzy Anthony Joshua, because we know Anthony Joshua can be phased. He can be hit and dizzied. He can be, his equilibrium can be knocked off its axis. We've seen it. But Anthony Joshua was like, not by you, bitch. Not by you, by possibly other professional elite boxers who have hundreds of thousands of hours of training camp under their fucking titles. But not you. Again, this is a face of fear. No, that's a mouth that need to be wired. That's a mouth that needs to be wired. This is a face of fear. That is a face of fear, and no face like that should be holding up a fucking title. No face like that should be holding up a title. Again, they are clowning you, nigga. You doing the usher slide into fucking. You doing the usher slide into fucking Anthony Joshua's waist. Nigga, stop, bro. You're done. Again, the worst punch numbers in 6 rounds you have ever seen. 16 punches landed out of 56 thrown within 6 rounds. And you think you're gonna fucking win a title? You have lofty delusions. Lofty delusions. Mm. Mm. I don't care how much money you have. You can't buy that type of success, bro. Your punch numbers is ridiculous. Landed 16. And the only reason why Anthony Joshua's punch numbers are so low, he still was able to throw 146 punches. And majority of those punches, the majority of those punches were air balls. Because you were fucking running. Because you were fucking running. Bro, if you're not going to take this shit seriously, use MVP to promote other boxers that do. Use MVP to promote other boxers that do. Or go into what your brother does. Start doing what your brother do. Start doing what your brother do. Choreographed violence. You would be great at it. All the antics you do, all the antics you do, you would be great at choreographed violence. You should do that. Stop calling yourself a professional boxer. Because tonight, to me, lets me know that you have been exposed. You're exposed. It's over after this. Every boxer that is an elite boxer that steps in the ring with you will pull your card, has the code to your lock. You're easy work. Easy. You're not going to get. Hopefully, in 2026 we won't see. Hopefully, your jaw is wired so tight that it'll take you a full year to recover, and we won't see you back in the ring again. Because that was a fucking embarrassment. It was. So That is my reaction to Jake versus Joshua. That was fucking hilarious. That was a fucking hilarious fight. I ain't never seen so much running in 6 rounds in my life. And I appreciate the fact that you willing to spend money making yourself look like a fool. Millions of dollars. The take in was what? They say $200 million. Anthony Joshua walked away with a motherfucking bag. But you did as well. But you're supposed to because it's your fucking promotion company. And you did it on Netflix on a Friday night where it's cold in most of the country. You did it in Florida because still a little warmth down there. Miami, Florida. You did it in Florida. Mm-hmm. Won't be partying tonight, bro. You gotta get your motherfucking lips wired. You gotta get your jaw wired. You gotta get your jaw stapled together, bitch ass. Oh my God, what a fight. I'm gonna smoke the rest of this blunt, take my ass to bed. I am Eric the Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody, Everybody, Somebody. Somebody gotta say this shit.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. Don't think through shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not the average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting, fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerves like militias in the booth. Spit that word like there was a nigga too. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna face me? Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet, to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk through the graveyard.